My girlfriend joked, "My work bestie calls me his office wife. It's just harmless fun." I smiled and said, "Of course it is." The next day, I sent her work bestie a congratulations email, CCing his actual wife. Her next message was just 2 words. "What the hell?" I'm 29 years old, and up until about 6 weeks ago, I thought I had a solid relationship. Her name was Melissa. We've been together for 2 years, living together for the past 8 months in a decent apartment just outside the city. Things were comfortable. We had our routines, our inside jokes, our plans for the future. I genuinely thought we were building something real. The problems started subtly, the way they always do. About 4 months ago, Melissa started a new job at a marketing firm downtown. She was excited about it. Better pay, better opportunities, more creative freedom. I was happy for her. She deserved it. Then she started talking about Chad. At first, it was innocent enough. Chad showed me this cool campaign strategy today. Chad and I grabbed lunch to discuss the new client. Normal coworker stuff? I didn't think anything of it. But then the frequency increased. Chad became a fixture in almost every story about her workday. Chad thinks this restaurant has the best sushi. Chad recommended this podcast. Chad said the funniest thing in the meeting today. I started noticing other things too. She'd check her phone constantly during dinner, smiling at messages. She'd stay late at the office more frequently. She started dressing nicer for work, putting in extra effort with her makeup and outfits. When I'd ask about it, she'd brush it off. "It's just work stuff. Chad's helping me with a project. We're on a tight deadline." The breaking point came 3 weeks ago on a Thursday night. We were having dinner at home. Nothing fancy, just pasta and wine. Melissa was on her phone again, giggling at something. "What's so funny?" I asked. She looked up, still smiling. "Oh, just something Chad sent me." "You guys text a lot outside of work." "We're friends. We talk about work stuff mostly." "Seems like more than work stuff." She rolled her eyes. "Don't start being jealous. It's not a good look." "I'm not jealous. I'm observant. There's a difference." She set her phone down, sighing like I was being unreasonable. "Look, Chad and I have a good working relationship. We click professionally. That's it." "Does he have a girlfriend? Wife?" "He's married. Has been for like 5 years. His wife's name is Jennifer. See? Nothing to worry about." "And she's cool with him texting my girlfriend at 8 p.m. on a Thursday?" "It's work-related." "Show me." "Excuse me?" "Show me the message that was so funny." Her face changed. Defensive. "I'm not showing you my private messages. That's controlling behavior." "I'm not trying to control you. I'm trying to understand why you're giggling at your phone during dinner with your boyfriend." "You're being ridiculous." She got up and went into the bedroom. I sat there alone, finishing my wine, feeling that familiar knot in my stomach that tells you something's wrong even when you don't have proof yet. The next night, Friday, Melissa came home late from work. Not unusual lately, but this time she seemed different. Giddy almost. "Good day?" I asked from the couch. "Great day. We landed that big client I was telling you about." "That's awesome. Congrats." "Thanks. Chad and I worked our tails off for this one. We're celebrating tomorrow night with the team." "Want me to come?" "It's really just a work thing. You'd be bored." "I don't mind." "No, it's fine. You don't need to." Red flag number 57, but I let it go. Saturday evening, she got ready for the celebration. Took an hour on her hair and makeup. Wore a dress I'd bought her for our anniversary last year, but she'd said was too fancy to wear out. "You look amazing," I said. "Thanks. Don't wait up. These things usually run late." She kissed me on the cheek and left. She came home at 1:47 a.m. I know because I was awake, had been for hours scrolling through nothing on my phone. Sunday morning, I made breakfast. Melissa slept in until almost noon, then emerged looking rough. Fun night? I asked, sliding eggs onto a plate for her. Yeah, it was good. Probably drank too much, though. Chad there? Of course. It was a team thing. His wife come? Pause. Brief but noticeable. No, she doesn't really like work events. Convenient. What's that supposed to mean? Nothing. Just making conversation. She ate in silence, checking her phone periodically. I could see her screen from where I was standing. Messages from Chad. Lots of them. That's when she said it. You know, Chad calls me his office wife. Isn't that funny? I looked at her. Really looked at her. His office wife. Yeah, like a joke. Because we work together so much. It's harmless. Does his actual wife know he has an office wife? It's not serious. It's just what people say at work. Do you call him your office husband? She laughed. Sometimes. It's just harmless fun. I smiled. Forced it, but I smiled. Of course it is. She seemed relieved that I wasn't pushing back. Went back to her phone. Went back to texting Chad, probably. I went into the bedroom and opened my laptop. Update 1. Finding Chad's contact information wasn't difficult. Melissa had mentioned the company name dozens of times. Their website had a staff directory with email addresses. Chad Morrison, senior marketing strategist. There he was, professional headshot and everything. Finding his wife was even easier. His Facebook profile was public. Jennifer Morrison, married to Chad Morrison. She worked as a nurse at the local hospital. Seemed nice from her photos. Lots of pictures of her and Chad together, smiling, looking happy. I felt bad for what I was about to do, but not bad enough to stop. I drafted an email, kept it professional, polite even. Subject: Congratulations on your office marriage. Hi, Chad. Just wanted to reach out and congratulate you on your workplace partnership with Melissa. She mentioned you two have such a great working relationship that you've even adopted the office wife, office husband titles. That's wonderful that you both have such supportive actual spouses at home who are comfortable with that dynamic. Jennifer must be very understanding. Best wishes for continued professional success. I see Jennifer Morrison using the email address listed on her public nursing profile. I hit send at 9:43 a.m. on Monday morning while Melissa was in the shower getting ready for work. Then I went about my day like nothing had happened. Melissa left for work around 8:30, kissed me goodbye, said she'd be home normal time tonight. I said, okay, have a good day. I worked from home that day. Around 11 a.m., my phone buzzed. Text from Melissa. What the hell? I didn't respond immediately. Let her sit with it. Made myself lunch. Finally replied around noon. What's wrong? You know exactly what's wrong. Do I? You emailed Chad and his wife. What the hell is wrong with you? Just wanted to congratulate you both on your close working relationship. You said it yourself. You're his office wife. Thought his real wife should know how much you two care about each other. You're insane. Am I? Or am I just treating your harmless fun with the transparency it deserves? She called. I didn't answer. She called again. Still didn't answer. She came home at 3 p.m., middle of her workday, furious. Do you have any idea what you've done? I was sitting on the couch, laptop open, working. I sent a congratulatory email. That's literally it. Jennifer is freaking out. She called Chad during a meeting. He's pissed at me. Everyone at work knows something's going on now. Something like what? You made it sound like we're having an affair. Are you? No. Then why is everyone assuming that? Why is Jennifer freaking out? Why is Chad pissed? If it's all innocent, what's the problem? She opened her mouth, closed it. No words came out. That's what I thought. Nothing physical happened. My stomach dropped even though I'd suspected it. But something non-physical did. She sat down, deflated. We were just flirting. That's it. Just stupid workplace flirting. It didn't mean anything. Workplace flirting that had you coming home at 2 a.m. and texting him through dinner and calling yourself his office wife. I know how it sounds. How it sounds? Melissa, you've been emotionally cheating on me for months. You just admitted it. It wasn't cheating. Nothing happened. You were building a relationship with him while neglecting ours. You were getting your emotional needs met by him instead of me. That's cheating. She started crying. I felt nothing. What do you want me to do? She asked. I want you to leave. What? I want you to pack your stuff and find somewhere else to stay. Tonight. You're breaking up with me over this? Over you developing feelings for another man, lying about it, and then minimizing it when you got caught? Yeah, I am. Update 2. Melissa didn't leave that night. She begged, cried, promised she'd end all contact with Chad, that she'd quit her job if necessary, that she'd do anything to fix this. I slept in the guest room. The next morning, I woke up to 17 messages from a number I didn't recognize. I opened them. It was Jennifer. Is this Melissa's boyfriend? I need to talk to you. Please call me when you can. I called her during my lunch break. She answered on the first ring. Thank you for reaching out, she said. Her voice was shaky. I needed to know what was going on. I'm sorry you had to find out this way. Don't be. I'm glad you sent that email. Chad's been different for months. Distant. Always on his phone. Working late. I thought I was being paranoid. You weren't. Has anything physical happened between them? Melissa says no. I don't know if I believe her. Jennifer was quiet for a moment. Chad swears nothing physical happened either. But he admitted they'd been getting close. His words. Getting close. I'm really sorry, Jennifer. Me too. I have a 7-month-old daughter. We've been together since college, and he's been building a relationship with your girlfriend behind both our backs. That hit me hard. A baby. Jennifer had a baby at home while Chad was playing office husband with Melissa. What are you going to do? I asked. I don't know yet. Probably marriage counseling. For our daughter's sake, at least. What about you? I think we're done. I can't get past this. I understand. You deserve better. We talked for another 20 minutes. Shared stories. Compared timelines. Everything matched up. The late nights. The constant texting. The distance. When I got home that evening, Melissa was in the kitchen making dinner, trying to act normal. How was your day? She asked. Talk to Jennifer. She dropped the wooden spoon she was holding. You what? She reached out to me. We compared notes. That's not okay. You had no right. I had every right. You made this my business when you started flirting with her husband. I told you nothing happened. Chad admitted to Jennifer that you two were getting close. That's a direct quote. Her face went pale. He also apparently has a 7-month-old daughter. Were you aware of that when you were texting him at midnight? I didn't. That wasn't. You didn't what? Didn't think about his family? Didn't care? Didn't consider that your actions have consequences for people beyond just us? I made a mistake. You made a series of choices. For months. This wasn't a mistake. It was a pattern. She sat down at the kitchen table, head in her hands. What do you want me to say? Nothing. I don't want you to say anything. I want you to pack your stuff and leave. Where am I supposed to go? That's not my problem anymore. She looked up at me, tears streaming down her face. Please, I love you. I'll do anything. If you loved me, you wouldn't have done this in the first place. Final update. It's been 5 weeks since everything exploded. Here's where everyone ended up. Melissa moved out 2 days after our last conversation, stayed with her sister for a week, then found her own place. She texted me a few times in the first 2 weeks. Apologies, explanations, promises that she'd changed. I didn't respond. Eventually, they stopped. She quit her job. Whether voluntarily or otherwise, I don't know. Don't really care. Last I heard from a mutual friend, she's working at a different company now, keeping her head down. Single. Chad and Jennifer are in marriage counseling. Jennifer reached out once to thank me again for the email. Said things were rocky, but they were trying to work through it for their daughter. I wished her the best and meant it. As for me, I'm doing okay. Better than okay, actually. The apartment feels bigger now, quieter. I've been focusing on work, hanging out with friends I'd neglected, picking up hobbies I'd put aside, started going to the gym regularly again. Even went on a date last week with someone I met through a friend. Nothing serious yet, but it felt good to be with someone who didn't make me question everything they said. The hardest part wasn't losing Melissa. It was accepting that the person I thought I knew didn't exist. The Melissa I fell in love with wouldn't have done this. But maybe that Melissa was never real to begin with. I learned something important through all this. Trust your gut. If something feels off, it probably is. Don't let anyone gaslight you into thinking you're being paranoid or controlling when you're just paying attention. And if someone tells you they have an office spouse, believe them. They're telling you exactly who they are. Edit. A lot of people are asking if I regret sending the email. I don't. Jennifer deserved to know what was happening in her marriage, especially with a baby at home. Would I do it again? Absolutely. Edit 2. Some people are saying I should have confronted Melissa directly first instead of emailing Chad and Jennifer. I did confront her. Multiple times. She lied and minimized it every time. The email was the only way to get the truth out.